Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are on episode 2 of season 2 of Brothers Trippin. We are going to have a great show for you today. This will be fun.
Let's not make any promises.
You're right. I mean, we don't want to oversell things. So anyway, we just for today, we're gonna just, I have to, of course, touch on my Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. That's going to happen. We have some fun top 5 list conversation we're going to do. We will touch on our recap of Nebraska with the portal and the fact that spring football is starting shortly. And then just a couple of moments on the Winter Olympics. With me today, we have Josh in New Mexico and Andrew in Utah. How you fellas doing?
Zang.
Just peachy.
Zang.
I'm just happy to be
That
here.
good. So I just had to ask you guys, as Niners fans, was it fun watching the Seahawks win the Super Bowl on your team's home field?
I didn't even know they were playing. I didn't know there was a game. I went to watch a halftime show and a football game broke out.
Gotcha.
Just kidding.
There was I kept seeing clips of this one particular Niners fan who was in the crowd at the Super Bowl.
What a dummy. He's just asking for trouble.
People were just asking him, and he just kept giving him this look like, why are you talking to me right now? So, I don't know. He seemed pretty salty about it.
The pattern lives on.
There it goes.
I wonder if
Let's chat about whatever while he's
I
gone.
wonder if he's got a bunch of other windows open or something like that. What is the deal? Or where's his modem? Why isn't he closer or something? I don't know. That is weird.
Although CenturyLink does suck.
It does.
They are terrible.
And honestly, we got the Easy Fiber, which has been, I don't know if that's there, but it's the fiber optic stuff here, and it works great for the most part, but there are a few spots where if I scooted back 2 feet, it would drop the call.
Really?
Yeah, my phone calls too will drop out. And so
That's
it's
wild.
It's very, very spot specific.
That's interesting.
So,
We have Spectrum here. I don't know if you've heard of Spectrum.
the James Bond movie?
No, not that one. It is a fiber internet, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Cox or something like that.
Yeah. Right? We have Spectrum, right, baby? Yeah. So, yeah, we have Spectrum. I mean, it's fine. We don't have any issues with it. It's probably not or at least we don't pay for a level high enough to have the 1040, whatever kind of thing going on with the pod, but
Gotcha.
it's fine. It all works. So,
Well, let's just move on. Sometimes, you sink or swim.
so sincerely, did you guys not watch the game at all?
Oh no, I did. We had a bunch of people over, and I mean, it was a heck of a game as far as just both defenses played incredibly well. Patriots just wore out,
Yeah.
And I mean, I still think the '95 Nebraska Huskers would beat either team, but whatever. I don't think the Seahawks could have kept up with them.
Not that triple option would have been dangerous. So yeah, no, I'm with you. Tommy Frazier, who's gonna? They still haven't tackled him, as far as I know.
No, he's still running.
He's still running. So, but no, I enjoyed the game. It was fun. I watched it with Braden and the grandkids from the start, and then Aaron got off work and came over and joined us at halftime. And
Nice.
so, in the first half, though, I got to tell you, my favorite play was the rookie defensive tackle who shoved the guard right back and sacked May right off the, that was a grown man sack. It was pretty bad.
Like a Indomitian Sue style set.
Yeah. No, the unfortunate thing was the kid's a rookie from Notre Dame.
I was hoping
so that means I have to
missed the
root
Seahawks
for Notre
segment
Dame
by
kid,
the time
but
I logged back in.
whatever.
You don't have to.
So
Nobody can make you do anything, Aaron.
that's true.
I
Well,
tried.
you basically did. So today we have a new sponsor on the show today. So this episode of Brothers Trippin is brought to you by Sarah Bryant Law, PLLC, serving clients across central Kentucky. Sarah handles criminal law, family law, including divorce, custody, and adoption, as well as wills, probate matters, and civil litigation. What makes her different is how much she truly cares about her clients. She takes the time to understand your situation, get to know you personally, and fight for the best outcome possible. If you need an attorney who will genuinely stand behind you and advocate for you, contact Sarah Bryant Law, PLLC.
Central Kentucky is like our biggest,
Probate.
Like our biggest
My uncle had a problem with his probate.
general area.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I know. It's huge. Our ratings.
It's our headquarters.
It's that is where the most views we've had on our podcast have come from, is Central Kentucky.
Yeah.
So we got to pander to our locals,
Yeah.
All right. So you did get to miss the majority of the Seahawks talk.
And
We
the
were
tax
just sort of-
write-offs. Obviously, you need those too.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, technically, she could employ you now with all of that. You just write all that off there.
I'm just saying. You're absolutely right.
Dude, Andrew!
My goodness.
This podcast.
You know what's really weird? Because
Brother Trippin.
I mean, we've derailed, so this will just be a crazy ass, episode when it gets posted later tonight. No, what's crazy is legitimately I think it's the last 2 episodes that we've done, we haven't had any issues with him.
That's true.
Like, he's been fine, and then all of a sudden this one he's back to his old shenanigans. So I wonder if he's sitting where I can see up the stairs, and I don't remember that the last couple of times. Right. So I wonder if he's sitting in a bad spot. Kind of like you saying you can't scoot 2 feet backwards.
Yeah.
So
that's because I don't have any legs.
I so want him here for this. All right.
Well,
let's skip forward and let's have a chat about the Olympics while he's gone, since we were going to touch on that late. Let's just touch on that now. Have you been
totally
watching any of the Olympics?
Nope. Conversation
None of it?
over. I'm just kidding. I saw very little bit. I saw the end of the U.S. versus the U.S. women's curling, where U.S. ousted Canada. And I spent the whole time explaining to Heidi how to do curling.
I'm going to have you do that for Sarah, too, because she doesn't get it.
I mean, it's kind of like bocce ball or like lawn bowling. It's not really any
Lawn
different.
bowling on ice? Gotcha.
Yes. When I was in Canada, we got to go bowling. Bowling. Idiot. We got to go curling once at this family had like a membership to like a country club that had a humongous curling house. I don't know what it's called in it. And we got to go one time. It is insanely difficult to do what they do. Like, just, how they do the like push off and they're sliding and it just looks so simple.
Yes.
Nope. Your foot, when you're first doing it, your foot's going, and then you fall over. I'm not even joking.
No, I believe you. I totally believe you.
You've got one foot has the slippery thing on it, and the other foot does not.
Right.
The ice is pebbled in a very specific way. Like, it's not just frozen water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
The other thing is that the stones, like, if you threw the stones at each other, you slid them at each other, they would break. But because only one is moving, when it hits the other, they don't break. But otherwise, they would break.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you like try pushing off and you're balanced on that one foot. I mean, like 9 times out of 10, we were all falling down before we could even let go of it. And then the stone is, bouncing off the side. It's
in the gutter.
In somebody else's lane now, and it's really, really hard. I mean, they make it look so easy, and this is why that comedian Ryan Hamilton's like, the Olympics need a control so that we really see how difficult this actually is.
Right.
And that is one, because it's hard. I remember we were all just kind of standing in a group, and I had the one shoe on, and I'm holding my broom. I didn't even take a step. I didn't move at all. I didn't shift my weight, and whoosh, my foot goes flying out from under me, and my broom goes flying 20 feet away, and it just like clang, clang, it was so loud, it just echoed through the whole thing, and I was on my back, just happened, and, like there were girls there and stuff like that, so I tried to jump up and look cool and not look like a total dummy, but, dude, it was... Yeah, it's that thing on their foot is so slippery.
That is
crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I never had anything that slippery before in my life, and
that is wild.
Crazy.
Well, I was watching video of Jason and Kylie Kelsey trying to do curling, and they couldn't get that slide down either. And my thought is I'm just sitting there watching them, and I'm like, okay, so not only do you have to learn how to balance yourself, you then have to be able to push this rock at the exact right amount of force as you're already moving forward. You know, and it was like, wow. And it clearly is a different thing, but the first thing that came to mind was how when you land a jet fighter on an aircraft carrier, the runway is slanted, but the boat is going forward. So you have to like land the plane, like it's just insane. And so like thinking of trying to guide that thing, especially when they like are doing it for touch. And they're getting it to curl and like stopping a certain, rather than just bashing another rock, you know, they're trying to put it in a specific. I'm like, it's insane watching them. But I do love how much they yell at each other. Yeah. The yelling is awesome.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they would also compare it to landing a jet fighter.
I'm sure they would.
Aircraft.
I mean, who wouldn't? It's equally dangerous.
Yeah. I think actually you have to. I think landing a jet on an aircraft carrier is probably easier,
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to go through jet fighter aircraft landing training to become a curler.
You have to go through basics.
You have to do that first.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
Yes.
And then you get into curling.
Yes. Yeah,
The elite,
for sure.
Best of the best.
Well, I love the Winter Olympics, so I've been trying to consume as much as possible, and the U.S. hockey teams are doing well. I love
Did the men
speed
win
skating.
today? I didn't see that. They played
Yeah,
Germany.
they won 5-1.
Snap.
Yeah, they
Germany was
them.
like a dark horse.
Yeah.
To medal.
Yeah, they scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, they look good today. Germany just didn't have any answers for them, and they held Draisaitl to basically nothing. Because I don't think he scored the German goal, but I could be wrong.
I think maybe this is not accurate, but I thought I heard something where like the U.S. their entire roster is NHL players, and like they might be the only team that is.
No, they are.
That way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Because Denmark had like 2 or something like
2
that.
NHL guys.
Yeah, maybe it was Germany. I don't know, but yeah.
No, Germany team, like you were saying, is pretty solid. So I'm pretty sure they have a few, more than a couple, So, but yeah, they look good. The U.S. did. The women's team plays Sweden tomorrow morning to get to the gold medal game.
Okay, that's moving fast.
And then they will play the winner of Canada and whoever. I don't know who the other team is. So. They smoked Canada earlier in the Olympics, but the women's team did. But Canada's best player and captain was out for the game with an injury, and she's back now. That may make it. But it was like 6-1 or 5-1, 5-0, something like that over Canada. So I'm not sure one player is going to make that big a difference. But
yeah, you never know.
We'll see. Maybe they just were like, nah, who cares, But anyway, other than that, just watching the amount of snot and drool on the cross country skiers is my favorite part.
Game. So let me ask you this: if you could combine one event from the Winter Olympics and an event from the Summer Olympics to make one ultimate event, what would it be?
Equestrian curling.
I was thinking ice dressage.
Ice dressage.
And if you stayed on the horse, if the horse stayed upright and didn't fall over and crush you, you medaled. Can you imagine, like, those horses trying to prance on the ice? And the guy's like, dude, that would be so stupid and funny to watch.
What about, it's got to be anything with horses, right? Like, what about a horse bobsled?
You're riding a horse down the chute. Who's pushing that thing? You got to get that thing to go.
Like the horse is going to stop you. I could push it. Just get behind it. Give it a good shove. Off it goes.
He's going to kick you.
With what? How's he going to have his balance?
I don't know. If it's at the start, those guys are balanced.
But you'd have to put on special horseshoes on there.
Yeah. They'd have the same little spikes. Clomp, clomp, clomp.
Oh my goodness. What about in a swimming event in a frozen pond?
There you go. Or yeah, I don't have any other ideas. All I had was the ice dressage.
That one's funny. That's actually really
diving,
funny to
some sort of diving, like hockey players diving off a high dive platform. Or I got nothing else.
With the rifle. What's the event with the cross?
There you go. That would be cool.
So
you'd have to
biathlon.
Biathlon.
Yeah, it's biathlon with the...
Or half.
So 2 decathlons? That's awesome.
Or you just, make one of the 10
What
10 events of the decathlon to do with the rifle, on there. But, that'd be... what would be really funny is if you could do it where they had to do some skiing and then they hit their next event and they had to strip down and get down into shorts to actually go run somewhere because it was really hot. And then they had to get back into their ski equipment to do the next part of it. Like you're switching between summer and winter with each event.
Or like the shot put, but it's just a tiny
What's
little
the one
snowball.
where they spin the ball around at the end of
Shot
the
putting snowballs.
sling thing, hammer toss? What about that? What about the cross country hammer toss?
Hammer toss.
Yeah, hammer toss.
Dude, no, you're chucking it at other countries. Like
Cross country
Run
skiing
to
hammer
it, pick
toss.
it up, throw it again. Run to it, pick it up, throw it again.
but you have to spin.
They're all trying to
on
dodge.
skis, so you have to do the whole launch thing. Yeah, on skis, going downhill.
Yeah. Or cross country javelin.
Cross country.
They're all like
serious, semi-serious. No,
you're all cross country
so
skiing and
incredible.
trying to throw the spearing each other.
It was a sport. It was an Olympic sport.
This is Hunger Games.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Tubing on snow is the Winter Olympics. So tubing on snow.
That would be fantastic.
Somebody
Tubing
your team
on water
pushes
or
you,
tubing on
so
snow?
you get judged on speed,
On snow.
height in the air, off bounces, and getting back, landing back in the tube, making it all the way down the run. Yeah. I mean, could you imagine the absolute?
You got to make it all the way down in the tube. Yeah, I feel that.
Brokenness
Yep.
of athletes just flying 12 feet into the air, landing on their heads.
Be sick. Dude, watching equipment just flying off of people.
I mean, sure, we could.
Tubes
could introduce
exploding in air upon impact.
It would be spectacular.
So one year, you know
you
how
guys
Or you
Those
could just
women-
stick them on the giant slalom
those women
and
that-
see them go down the giant slalom on the
There was 6 out of the 18 that crashed. Mm-hmm. And
It was so crazy.
the
gale force
slalom,
winds
or the Super G. I think it might have
on
been
the
That's
long
what it
jump
is.
or whatever it's called?
No, on the slalom.
No. I've never seen anybody crash really on that.
Oh,
I'm
I
sure
was
they
thinking
do.
you meant the shoom.
There you go,
jump
dude.
one.
See, now
No,
we're
no.
talking.
What's
dude.
that called?
Now we're getting the creative.
Dude, what if you put
the
a
creative
tuber
juices
on that
flowing,
thing, though?
dude.
That's what I thought you meant.
I work.
Can you imagine
You're,
having to
holding
try
onto
and
the tube?
you've got to do flips with the tube and then land sitting on the tube.
50
Without
feet
it
into the air.
exploding.
That would be spectacular.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So one year we went tubing up at Mountaindale, just below Park City there, and that golf course. And we had some of those purple and white tubes with the handles that we were really pushing the max capacity on. And Maddie, we'd get a good running start and go off the jump. Dude, Maddie hits this jump and he goes flying in the air. And as soon as he landed, the tube exploded. So he's just laughing his head off as he's sliding down the mountain on this totally flat,
Aaron, you were
deflated
with us when we went.
And I just thought, oh my gosh, he's dead. And
basically
he's
were
get
the
down there and
reason
he's
why
just laughing his head
Church
off.
stopped doing
So freaking funny.
outdoor sporting
Yeah.
activities. Well, I don't know if that was
At least for a while, because apparently
Peterson.
Josh went later. But
and I
yeah,
think Chris James both.
yeah, Chris
got
James, wasn't it?
severely
Chris
injured.
James. Oh yeah, that's right. They both got hurt that time. Chris James was the one that I found, because he had jumped and come off the tube and landed on
couldn't
his
see
back.
anybody.
And didn't think he could move, and he's laying there right in the middle of the downhill, and so I'm trying to tell somebody and I was telling people going up, I was like, you need to get a leader down here, and I was staying with Chris, and then all of a sudden I see a tube with some people on it, and it's coming right at Chris.
My God!
And so, you know what I did? I got up and ran at the tube to try and
sounds like
bounce
something you
them
would
out
do.
of the way. And I ran up and put my shoulder into the tube and tried to shoot them off. And it didn't work. They were too heavy and the momentum.
everybody a
And it just
concussion.
crushed me right over the top of Chris. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Now we need 2 leaders.
They ended up taking him to the hospital that night.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he was not. I don't know how truly bad it was. He can still walk now, so
Dude, tubing.
I'm assuming he's okay, but It was pretty rough. It was crazy. And then they stopped going on those trips up to Mountaindale for a while. They were like, we're not doing this anymore. No more
That place
sliding
is the best.
youth group stuff. So, all right. Well, that was our Olympic recap for everybody.
Yep.
So,
Ice dressage.
I am.
Still track medals.
Somebody
That's going to be our new thing.
suggest that. We need a committee.
We do.
Because the U.S. doesn't ever win.
Yeah, they do.
Olympics, right? Like medal.
Do you want to know? Like, we were in third last I checked.
What?
No, but we usually
not
finish in the
Some
top
medals,
5.
Like a
I think
number,
I think we did in
rest of the world
2002.
was our beat.
We do in the Summer Olympics every time.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, right.
Why doesn't China dominate?
And then in the
every
wintertime,
single
it's our
sport
turn.
ever? You telling me that
Because when you're forced to do sports, you hate it, and then you stop giving your best effort.
loves bobsled? That's what I'm
They
talking
can't find
about.
somebody who loves it
God,
Just reach
and
it.
can be genetically bred for it.
Just strip.
Looking at you, Yao Ming.
Mao
looking at you,
my
Mao.
people in Little China.
Did you just say Mao Ying?
I think I
I
did.
think you
character
did. Mao Ying.
Mao Ying.
He was right after
We are third.
we just talked about that.
Norway, as usual, has 26. Italy has 22, and the U.S. has 17.
Italy has 26.
Norway has 26. Italy has 22. And the United States has 17. We're actually tied with Japan, who has 17, and then France and Germany have 15. But Brazil, Andrew, just got their very first Winter Olympics medal, and it was a gold. It was what was
Ice
it in?
dressage.
Yes, it was ice dressage.
No pun intended.
I'm going to stop trying that joke, I guess. I really thought it would land.
I thought it was funny. I'll have to find it. I think it was one of the skiing events.
It wasn't bobsled.
It was not. It was not like the Jamaican bobsled team. Brazil gold medal. Let's see here. Giant slalom. Yeah, Brazil
I mean, if it
gold
had
medal
been
in the giant slalom.
regular slalom.
Yeah, I mean go big, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one of you two wants to go first? Because I have some fun ones. I think this will be good. Andrew, you want to go first?
I don't know
Blink
what's
twice
going
if you
on
can hear
today,
us.
But this connection is not reestablished.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going. No, I lost you. Forget it. It's over.
He says reestablished and disappears.
I swear to our listening audience, we did not time that.
No,
We are just.
we're not talented
poor quality.
enough to do that.
Our equipment
That's
is
hilarious.
just that poor. All right, I guess it's my turn.
Yes. Do you
Let's
want to go?
do this.
I really kind of want to hear his reaction to yours.
Well, you're going to have to stall then.
Because he could probably, I think, Well,
What
we
if you
can
did
chat
football
about the
on
other thing.
ice? What if you had like a field that was 100 yards and it was all ice and it was football? Just think of the like line play would be super boring and weird, but dude, like receivers getting just absolutely road blasted by a defender.
So I've actually seen people who have done a video of playing American football on a hockey rink. It's hysterical. It's really funny. Yeah. So I think that'd be funny. He's back for a minute.
The triumphant return.
Let's get him to do this really quick. So here's your top 5 list, Andrew. I came up with this one for you because I trust you in this area.
Stop wasting time and get to it.
Who are your top 5 movie villains? They don't have to be like other people's ratings. It's your top 5 movie villains. Start with 5. And if you need a minute to think about it, you can do that. Like I can give you your topic and you can think about it for a second.
Hurry up, Andrew. We don't know how long this connection's going to last.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Starting with 5, huh? Okay.
Like Josh and I were discussing Lo Pan from Big Trouble in Little China.
My gosh.
He did not make the top 5.
Okay. And I have my top 2, maybe 3. Let's see.
If it helps, you could look it up on the computer. I'm fine with that.
Oh no, I can't touch it. It'll freeze everything.
Gotcha.
If I look at it wrong. Okay. How about number 5? We're gonna go with Sigourney Weaver's character in Ghostbusters. I started with
All
a
right.
Z. What was her name?
Zool.
Zool. Okay. All right. Zool.
Wow.
All right.
That is a
That
good
is,
pull.
yeah, it is.
Yep. Okay, we got Zool.
Zool.
As long as we got
All right.
I would not have come up with that one.
Hey, that was back in when Sigourney Weaver was in her heyday too, with the aliens and everything.
Okay.
Impressive.
Let's go number 4.
Yep, that's
How
usually
about-
next.
How about does a predator count?
Of course, any villain, whoever the villain is, whatever
right.
type of villain.
We're gonna go with predator.
All right.
4.
What's crazy about that is somehow the villain became like the main star now and is like
yeah.
the hero. It's kind of
Weird,
weird.
because he was so dang cool. But the original Predator was pretty bad.
He was not a very good guy. He made some mistakes.
The new one is actually pretty creative. So I don't know if you guys have seen the new one. Badlands.
Is that the Badlands? I have not
pretty
seen that one
creative.
yet. I saw the one right before that, which was pretty dang good too.
With the Indian
Yeah,
tribe?
uh-huh.
Prey? Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay.
So,
all right. You know what? I'm gonna
okay.
jump,
So
I'm gonna
first
jump
is Cruella.
Fifth.
Actually, you know what?
Fifth.
I've got.
Oh, that's what.
Okay, here we go. I think my next one, I'm gonna go Severus Snape.
Okay. Severus Snape. Like pulling it out of Harry Potter. All right.
Very complex character. Okay.
Yes.
Did Sarah just like throw shade? At
We're
Severus
not
Snape?
trying to.
It's not
attract
shade.
the,
It's. I think that she didn't hear your next statement that he's a very complex character.
Yeah, but
So-
what did she say, Aaron?
What did she
I
say?
want to know. No.
It was more like she just shook her head because he's not really the bad guy, I think, if she's explained it to me correctly, if I've understood it correctly.
No, you're right.
Nobody understands it correctly, Aaron. Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is.
Voldemort's low hanging fruit. See, I'm not about that.
Yeah. No,
Be a
I got
little
you.
more- Okay.
He is low-hanging fruit. You're right.
Let's see.
Because his head looks like a pear.
Let's see.
So, I mean, hey, I like it.
I'm gonna go Emperor Vader combo
For
fight.
number
His
2.
own rules. Writing his own rules.
For number
No.
2.
No, I was gonna do 2 and 1, but I'm gonna combine them for number 1.
Okay. All right.
So it's a tie for one. And then you go to
do
3.
2 and then 1, right? But it feels like that's kind of cheap. That's kind of a cop out.
So basically, you're going to tie them at 1, and then say Snape
To
is 3, and then
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, putting Snape right behind Emperor and Darth Vader feels a little generous.
I have had zero
Isn't
time
Snape
to
the
think
blonde
about
guy?
this. What?
Isn't Snape the blonde guy?
no.
Then I don't know who he is. Which one is Snape? Is he the
He's the
Rickman guy?
Yeah.
Hello.
Rickman.
Alright, Mr. Potter. Can't do it. Wait, is he a bad
not
guy?
bad.
He's not a. I
That's
didn't think he
not
was a
bad.
bad guy. I thought he was not a bad guy.
He's not
a-
technically, but he's portrayed sort of throughout the movies until close to the end as the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who is the blonde guy?
You talking about the kid?
Malfoy.
No.
Yeah, Malfoy.
What's the dad's name?
Lucius.
Mr. Malfoy.
Draco? Is
Lucius.
Draco the dad?
No, I think Draco's
Lucius.
the kid, isn't
Draco's
Lucius
the
is-
kid.
Lucius
Lucius.
is the dad.
Lucius.
Yeah.
Lucius. He was also busy as the stepson, or
See,
the
it's
nephew
like-
of.
It's like saying
Gladiator.
Gru. It's like picking Gru as a villain. He was a villain, and then he changed,
In his eyes. Yeah.
and then he went against all these other villains. But nobody remembers any of the other villains. You just think of Gru, right?
I hardly ever think of Gru.
Are we talking about the
The
dude
animated
from
Yeah.
yeah.
The cartoon character from.
He's got like with the minions.
What are those shows called? Gru and the Minions. Gru Vinstein. What is that show? Oh, Despicable Me. That's it. Wow.
That's a solid list, I gotta tell you, because I was looking for something a little bit, out there, because I think there's a lot of low-hanging fruit.
I mean, you could go with Jabba the Hutt, right? Like you could put Jabba the Hutt in the
darn
top
well
5
could.
as like there's a lot of characters to play with in that
For
universe.
sure.
I don't. Oh, you know what? Of course. Who did it? I missed Megatron.
Megatron's a good,
Good
one.
one. It's a good one.
You got any, Josh, that you would have put in your top 5 that Andrew didn't have?
I'm trying to think of like some of the outlandish ones there. All right, so how about you guys are gonna be like, who the crap are you talking about? I cannot even remember the full name. His name is Han from Enter the Dragon, the Bruce Lee movie.
Oh, my goodness.
On the island. Bull crap, Mr. Handman! And then he kills the black guy.
That's
He's
not
the guy-
Enter the Dragon.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Dude.
Yes, it is.
You're
Show
thinking.
enough.
Yes, you're talking about
Show
no,
enough
that's
is Show enough is
No, no.
dude. He's a way better villain. Show enough
that is
is
You're
awesome.
trying to. That's what
okay.
you're
That's a
thinking
good
of.
one. That is a good one. That's not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
Shonuff
the
was
actual.
like-
You're thinking of Return of the Dragon, Aaron, with
Am I?
Bruce Leroy Green.
Yeah.
Yes, that's who you're thinking of. That's Return of the Dragon. Enter the Dragon is the actual Bruce Lee movie.
I don't
That was,
remember
like,
that in
his
Bruce
biggest
Lee where he
movie.
kills a black guy in the beginning of Enter the Dragon. I don't remember that.
It's not in the mid. It's like in the middle. You know the super tall black guy. Or no, I guess he's not super tall. Sorry, I'm mixing up my Bruce Lee movies. Bruce Lee doesn't kill the black guy. Han does. The guy who's over the island where they have this tournament.
Okay. Man, it's been a minute since I've seen that movie.
I'm just
So.
gonna stick with Show enough, Josh.
That is a good pull. That
Show
is an
Enough is
excellent-
pretty awesome.
Excellent.
That's who I was-
used to love that movie.
Oh heck.
What
yeah.
was that one called again?
Return
Return
of
of
the
the
Dragon.
Dragon. That's right. Return of the Dragon. That's
What
right.
was the line about the Converse?
Kiss my con.
Kiss my con.
Then he goes down to kiss it and he kicks him in the head.
Kiss.
Man,
That's
so
right.
good.
Dude, that movie's classic.
goodness.
Dude, Josh, when you said Han,
It's epic.
I literally thought you were gonna say Hans Gruber of
Die Hard.
Die
who
Hard.
was
Yeah.
a great villain.
That would have been better.
He was a
and
great
also
villain.
Snape.
And also Snape. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the connection.
Yep. Alan Rickman, he played some bad guys, man. He could play some bad dudes.
Die Hard was the gift that kept giving. Just kept on giving.
Still does, yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Made its way into
You have to watch it every year.
Christmas.
Aaron, what about you, dude?
So, in terms of villains, well, you named several.
Don't say
of them.
Gargamel.
Or Queen Latifah.
Did you guys see they're making a
She's
He-Man
so
movie?
bad. What?
Did you guys see they're making a He-Man movie? A live action?
Yes.
He-Man movie? Dude,
Well, they had one
Are
originally
they?
with Dolph
Everybody's
Lundgren.
so excited about it. Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's
gonna
got some
be
big names
crazy.
in it.
Wow. Okay.
So Skeletor. All right, I just gave you one. That was a layup.
Skeleton.
There you go.
That was a layup. Or Cobra.
No, actually, you know who I was thinking, and it's sort of like one of those things. It with the genre they came around is it's not a movie though. That's right. I can't do that one. It wasn't a movie. Damn it.
Wait, what
I
was
mean,
it?
we're kind of making the
article?
rules.
It
What's
was
going on
it was
here?
the
Yeah.
it was
The nemesis of Xena, the warrior
The-
princess. The
it
nemesis
was
of
the
Dr.
show
Queen
with the
Medicine
mob
Woman.
family and
Wait, what?
The
Oh, The
Munsters,
Sopranos.
The Sopranos. Yes,
of course.
Tony Soprano.
yes. I was thinking of
Okay.
Tony Soprano, but that's not a movie. I just realized,
that
and
could be
Oh,
next
that's
podcast
embarrassing.
topic is shows.
yeah, be some shows.
Best villains shows.
Sopranos good in the movies.
I mean, is he supposed to be the villain in the movie? In the show?
Well,
I've
he's
never-
so that's where they came up with the whole genre called the anti-hero, which is where you end up rooting for a dude who's actually a bad guy as the hero. So that's
Like
where they
Breaking
came up
Bad.
with that whole like
Walter
Breaking
White.
Bad, exactly. You know, and just a slew of shows. I mean, Peaky Blinders is another one where you end up rooting for a guy who's a really bad dude in Cillian Murphy's character and stuff. So you know,
Oh, how could I miss Joker?
Speaking of Breaking Bad,
Joker's a good
that house went under a contract.
Dude.
dang it, we missed out.
Telling you, that would have been a golden opportunity.
Seriously, would have been great.
Some like mega fan bought it, is buying it apparently. Super
That'll
fan,
be
is that what they
interesting
call
to
it?
see what they do with it.
Yeah,
Could be gaudy and stupid after a while if it's somebody like, you know, but
those jerks.
I'm just saying, like, I think that
I'm with
to
you.
wait to be successful it would be to be sort of understated in terms of, you know, like keeping it as close to the show kind of thing as possible. But I get the feeling somebody like that might be putting up big signs, check out the house, you know,
Turn
and
it into a museum.
yeah,
Yeah, some
something
of
like
that'll
that.
depend on zoning. What zoning would allow?
All right, Josh, your turn, buddy. You're up. So,
5 villains?
no. So you have two, do you want two choices or do you just want me to give you one?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll
can't-
see how you do with this
choice.
one, and if you suck at it, I know you'll get the next one. You'll get the other
Okay,
one.
good. Okay, good.
All right. So along the lines of what you messaged, the top 5 secondary Star Wars characters in any of the movies, shows, cartoons, books, whatever. Give me your top 5 secondary characters. So they, you know, like in Rogue One, it can't be what's her name? It can't be the girl.
Clearly the star that we
Yes.
can't remember.
I'm old
Just kidding.
and
Ray.
losing my mind.
I don't remember her name now.
It's Ray.
No, it's not. That's from other ones.
You said
That's
Rogue
from
One.
episode 7,
dude.
Rogue
I literally
One.
thought you were joking, but
I thought you were kidding
I'm an
too.
idiot.
It's
Jalen Urso's
daughter.
Urso.
Jin Urso. Yeah.
Wow.
I knew it was an alcoholic.
Jin Urso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jin Urso.
So what would count as a secondary character?
So like
Anybody not a main character.
ninja dude who's blind, just sticking with the same movie, just the what's his name?
Yeah.
We're good at this.
You know who I'm talking about, though. Gosh dang it, we do suck at this. Holy cow.
I mean,
I expected you guys to be better at the Star Wars names
they
than me.
don't really say his name
It's
very often in that movie.
it's Jinwei or Irit. Irit Jimwei or something.
Yes.
That's the other dude, I think.
No, it's not. It's not. It's him. Irit.
Yeah, it's
Chirrut
you're
Imwe.
right. It's Chirrut Imwe and Baze Malbus is the one who has the giant automatic
Chirrut.
rifle.
Man, somebody out there who sees this and is an actual Star Wars fan,
I know they're gonna like just be pissed.
they're never gonna watch us ever again. Chirrut Imwe.
But you know, K2SO could be a secondary character. You know,
Dude, like I could pick them all just from Rogue One.
In,
Freaking awesome.
in you know
I don't know,
Andor, you could look
K2SO
at.
and Chirrut are kind of main characters.
Are they?
Well, I mean, they're like part
They're not
of the
going to
whole
be.
movie.
They're not going to be given awards as leading roles. You know, in the movie stuff.
No,
Good point.
supporting
He got
actors.
you. He got you.
All right, I concede. I concede defeat on that one.
K2SO was nominated for Best Supporting Droid.
Best supporting droid.
Yes.
But you could go like, I mean, you know, think about Andor and the secondary characters there, or you know,
A lot.
You know what? Best droid in all of Star Wars would be kind of cool. Top 5 droids. Anyway, keep going, Josh. That just hit me.
I didn't even start because I don't know where to start. Top
Kinda wanna-
5 secondary characters.
I mean, obviously in Return of the Jedi, all of the Ewoks.
Do you want from any of it? I mean, that's
Any
hard.
of it.
Like, I'm gonna stick to the original canon 3
Okay.
because that
All right.
at least narrows it down. Because otherwise, I feel like I would be picking almost all of them from Rogue One,
Okay.
especially Rey. Just kidding. So number 5, crap. Well, I always thought Lando Calrissian, when he had that mask that he could pull down,
Oh, dude. Yes.
was super cool because the toy also had that moving part, the little action
did.
figure way back then. So I'll go with that for number 5, only because I don't really know who else to put there. Number 4,
I'm glad you were racially inclusive, by the way.
yeah. I'm very, very inclusive because my next one is going to be even more diverse. How about Salacious Crumb?
Nice.
Not really a secondary character,
Not really.
but he had a great giggle.
He had a good thing going while it lasted.
He and Hut had a bit of a weird relationship, but whatever.
He was probably pretty happy when Leia got captured, I'm going to tell you that.
It's like, finally, I can get some peace.
Took the pressure off. The court jester.
Can't keep entertaining this
Court
guy,
jester.
this fat slob. All right, number 3.
You could go with one of the frogs that Jabba the Hutt grabbed.
88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
Number
Rancor.
3, well, that's what I thought about too, the Rancor. Number
But then
3,
you're just going with everything from Jabba's palace. So I
you know, and that's just so.
That's just
A
silly.
tale as old as time.
That's just silly.
Here we go. Number 3, the Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back.
Did you guys see them? Did you guys see them in the commercial during the Super Bowl?
Yes.
That was pretty funny.
I did, yeah. But,
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
and in something dark side, it's a Don after Don. What's his? Yeah, it's got the head of Don whatever from Leave It to Beaver or whoever the cop is.
Oh, Don Knotts.
Don Knotts, yeah. It's cold. I'm gonna die. Oh man, that's
I
so
have to
freak-
watch those again.
Dude, they are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so that's number 3. Number 2, the only one I really know is 1, and the rest I've just been pulling out of my butt, which would explain the hemorrhoid.
Wow.
All right.
That was way more personal than we needed to get right there.
Hey, you know, sometimes you got to dance with chaos.
Goodness.
All right,
we're
number
dancing.
2. How about number 2 would be Obi-Wan from, the first episode. He's not a main character. He dies right away. Well, no, he doesn't.
He's kind of
No, he dies
really
towards the end.
central to the story throughout the entire...
Well, he's not Luke, all right? Okay,
anybody
fine.
who
Then
wasn't Luke was the
Greedo,
second
I don't know. Number 1 is Boba Fett. That's all I know.
Okay, there you go. We got number 1 at
long as he
Boba
landed
Fett.
there.
That's solid.
Everything else is
Yeah, that's solid. I mean, shot first anyway, so,
Right. So
That was Greedo.
That's why I didn't want to include Greedo.
yeah, no, I'm with you. So,
So
What did you
that
guys
was
think of the
not-
retconning of Boba Fett's story, though, with the series where he just turns into this really nice guy? Yeah, like what?
Boba Fett just was not, I don't know, that series was disappointing in
it
a
was
lot of ways.
so bizarre.
Yeah.
Isn't there something coming
Kennedy
out?
Is now out.
What's that?
Kathleen Kennedy is not going to be the Kathleen Kennedy anymore. They changed it. She's either stepping down or retiring or something, and somebody else is taking over. I know.
Don't we have one coming out soon?
Yeah, it's
That's
got Ryan
the
Gosling.
Mandalorian one.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling in it.
Well,
Oh,
the
that-
Mandalorian movie's coming
yeah.
out in a couple months.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what that commercial
Oh, my.
was teasing, was the movie. Yeah.
I totally missed that. All right.
So, yeah, Dave Filoni's taking over. Interesting.
Yeah.
He's the
So
one
hopefully
directing
it'll
that
be better.
movie.
Yeah.
I was at the bookstore yesterday, or a bookstore yesterday, and saw a new Star Wars novel or story.
Dude, there's like 10,000 books.
No, there's a new one. Like, it's just come out. And it looked kind of interesting. And I'm like, if you can write that, like, why can't we come up with some better, like, stories, like better movies? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like, I
that-
haven't
that
read the
book-
book. I don't know if it's any good, but it sounds interesting.
There's
Aaron,
a
the,
million.
the like written universe of Star Wars is like a jillion years long in its scope, and there are so many different veins of it and writers of it that it's almost like impossible to like encapsulate. And
No, I'm not talking about encapsulating them. I'm talking about creating movies
No,
or
I know.
shows
No,
that are.
I'm just saying, like you're like saying this, like, oh, they wrote a book, like it's a one, like there are books
No.
coming out all of the time about
Yeah. I get that. I'm only saying that I saw one yesterday that when I read the storyline inside the jacket sounded interesting, and I'm only using that as a reference to the idea of them using all this literature that's out there to create better movies. It feels like everything.
Well, some of it is. Some of it they take bits and pieces, but
No, it's. I mean, there really are just like an endless
yeah.
number of like options and worlds and topics
And different authors that
timelines
all
and-
have their different.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like we should be able to make better movies out of this stuff, and they've been doing a garbage job recently of doing, like, I mean, Andor we loved, but outside of that, I wasn't a huge fan of Boba Fett. I wasn't a huge fan of the Obi-Wan series. I wasn't a huge fan of, I mean, The Mandalorian was somewhere in the middle. Ahsoka was not good. Like, it feels like they could be doing better work.
Oh,
you
I
know?
know.
Do you want to hear? Yeah, they were actually going to do. They were supposed to make a movie about the time
The
period
bats
where
that were
like,
in the space worm.
all of the like pre-emperor. So it'd be like the emperor's mentor's
Dad.
mentor. So like Darth Raven or something like that. Anyway, how that whole thing like eventually like morphed into having like two Sith Lords at a time. And then, dude, I looked up a list of all the movies that got canceled because of Kathleen Kennedy that she canceled. Like after announcing they were actually going to make them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Colin Trevorrow, who directed a ton of movies, including like Jurassic Park and stuff, Jurassic World and stuff, which wasn't great, but whatever. He wrote one called Duel of the Fates, which was supposed to be episode 9, and then she canceled that, and instead they did The Rise of Skywalker, which
Oh, jeez.
Ugh.
Rogue Squadron.
No,
got
it was The Last
canceled.
Jedi was the one that I hated.
Well, neither of them were very good, but The Last Jedi was much worse. Taika Waititi had a project that he was going to do. She canceled. Boba Fett movie, written by a totally different guy, was originally greenlit, got canceled. Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Jabba the Hutt movie about like the crime underworld.
Oh, that'd be
Like
kinda cool.
The Dark Sun, or what was that? Syndicate. Yeah, that would have been freaking cool. I still think they should do something like that. And that's what I actually thought the Boba Fett series was going to introduce, was morph into this underworld of crime that is actually like, man, you could think of what you could do with that. I mean,
That'd be amazing.
All the bounty hunters and stuff running like
Right.
all these different territories and trying to like it's just like drug lords basically, right? Like set in the Star Wars universe and stuff like that.
Like, who wrote The Sopranos?
Like
Get that guy
cartels
to
and
just
stuff.
translate it into Star Wars and let's get to work. Like, they could come up with some.
No, it's true.
Like those guys, the guys who did Peaky Blinders, the guys who did Breaking Bad, like find these writers and just have them write it, and then just make the characters Star Wars characters, like literally, I don't know. I mean, for people that genius, it doesn't seem like it should be that hard. But
They hired the two guys who wrote Game of Thrones to do a series, to do a trilogy.
oh, they did.
Yes, and then she canceled it.
Jeez,
So I don't know.
ridiculous.
Anyway,
This is taking a real sour turn.
sorry guys. Okay,
Hate you, Kathleen Kennedy.
What other
Just kidding. What was the other
top
topic?
5 list?
So I came up with a top 5 list. I was thinking about this because I have this weird affinity for stadiums and everything. That's why I mentioned it to you guys. So I was trying to I was going to do a list where it was the top 5 stadiums I've ever seen a sporting event. But then I was like, holy crap, I don't know how I can get that down to 5 because I've been in some incredible stadiums. So I decided to just do the top 5 football stadiums. And these are not, I'm not rating these by like any kind of nostalgia or anything. So it's not based on like how much I like the teams or, whatever. It's just based on, well, and you're really going to tease me when I get to one of them. But anyway.
Oh, boy.
But it's based on like the setting for the stadium, like the food choices, like how easy the stadium is to get around, and then how decent the stadium is, etc. in terms of like construction, things like that. Because for instance, like Tennessee's stadium is massive. Like it blows your mind how big that thing is to hold 107 people. But if you're underneath
people.
107,000, sorry, 107,000 people.
Very roomy seats.
Like underneath the seats and stuff,
Everybody gets half an acre.
it's just giant rusty girders and everything. So it's like not all that, I don't know. It was definitely felt a little more. And I mean, college stadiums are going to struggle a little bit more in this regard because most of them are older and have been around a while, and ones that have just been sort of maintained and updated through the years, but not like razzed and rebuilt and everything. So like college stadiums are going to struggle. And I only have one on my list, and it was number 5. It was Washington Grizzly Stadium, where Montana plays their home games. That stadium, it's set right up against the mountains. When kickoff happens and the sunset's going down, it is incredible. Everybody shows Utah Stadium,
really
and it's cool. Like Utah's is cool in that regard, like the setting, but this one's like literally like you walk out the stadium and about 150 yards you're walking up the mountain. Like it's literally right there. And so it's a really cool setting, and it was really easy to kind of get around, and yet it's like packed in so that you're right down on the field, and like the fans are like right there. I mean, sidelines are only like 8-9 yards deep. And so the fans are right there on top of the teams and everything else. So it's a really cool atmosphere and everything there. Number 4, I went with Lucas Oil Stadium. It's huge. It's clean. It keeps the noise in, so it can get louder. Unfortunately, the Colts haven't been winning as much while I've been there, so I don't think I've fully heard, the noise level get to where it could, I guess, or maybe did when Manning was there and had to tell him to be quiet. But it's a cool setting, and the fact that the roof, still lets sunlight in and everything is pretty cool. Number 3, I hated myself for having to put this one in there, but I really liked the setting of the stadium, and the food was decent. But Acrisure Stadium, where the Steelers play, can't stand the Steelers, but, it's an awesome stadium, and it's like if you're sitting in the right parts of the stadium, you could see where the 3 rivers, hit their confluence and everything, and it's right there. And then Pittsburgh's a cooler town than like it's a cool town. Like you wouldn't think so because you think of like steel mills and soot and pollution and everything, but it was actually a pretty, beautiful town with a lot of cool architecture and some cool stuff around. And then the river's right there, right outside the stadium, which was really cool. Number 2.
Is it really hard to get in and out of that stadium?
It is. Yeah, that is definitely a negative. because we took the train, like we found a train station not far from the hotel we stayed in, and then parked there and rode it in. That part was easy, but for anybody who's actually trying to get into downtown to do it, that would be a nightmare, and I wouldn't want to do that at all. So, but yeah, it's because you got all that crazy traffic with the bridges and trying to get in and out of downtown. So yeah, parking downtown's a nightmare, but they do have good light rail, like a pretty extensive system. So if you just catch the light rail in, it's pretty solid.
I think Dark Knight was filmed there with Bane. Is that Dark Knight Returns? Dark Knight Rises? Dark Knight Rises. Jeez.
Was filmed at Acrisure?
I think so, yeah, when they did the explosions.
Oh, yeah.
They blew
no
all the
kidding.
bridges. They blew all the bridges. Oh, I think all that's that area.
Okay. All right.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I was pretty blown
Fallout.
away by it. So for as much as I hate the team and I think they're garbage, the stadium, was pretty cool. Number 2, you're going to give me crap, but I'm sorry. Lumen Field, Seattle. Place is incredible. It's so loud. Like the vibe around the stadium is incredible. All the neighborhoods around there, the food's incredible at the stadium. The ability to get to your seats fairly easily is awesome. And there is not a single bad seat in that stadium. And I can attest to that because I literally sat in the top row and could follow the entire game very easily from up there. So it was.
Or are they all bad seats, Aaron?
What's that? For
Yeah,
what?
that one. Nothing.
Okay.
Carry on.
Just kidding.
As
Anyway.
a 49ers fan, are they all bad seats is what I was...
Well, they might be for 49ers fans for sure. And again, I can't judge it against the 49ers stadium because I haven't been there yet, but apparently I got to stick with the 49ers stadium rather than the practice field because otherwise I'll get the electricity bolting, zapping my brain.
It's very real.
At practice. So in any case, Lumen Field was number 2, and then number 1 for me was Allegiant Stadium. The thing's a cathedral in my mind. Like it's an absolutely incredible stadium. And the fact that the Raiders play on the grass field and then they just slide it outside and they keep it in such good shape because they only use that for the Raiders. And then whenever UNLV plays or the bowl game is played on the turf field that's underneath the grass field. And
That's so cool, dude.
yeah, the whole stadium's just amazing. So it is a work of art. I haven't been to SoFi yet. I've heard that one's pretty amazing, but I haven't been there. So I was only working with the ones that I've seen a game at. But that was my top 5 list.
All right, really quickly, Aaron. Give me the worst
Yes.
stadium you've ever been in and the one with the best food.
Okay, so the worst stadium I've ever been in was the Coliseum with the Oakland A's. Absolutely horrifying. The stadium was falling apart as you walked around. And it actually, like, in a really weird way, it made the experience very cool because, like, it was so bad. Like, everything was so bad. The seats were absolutely tiny. So, like, you're sitting there and, like, I'm a slightly bigger guy, but I felt like I was flopping over into the person next to me. Like, it was so small. And the food was not that good. So yeah, I mean, it was crazy, but it was.
I didn't know you'd been to the Coliseum.
Yeah, we took the girls to California to check out Stanford when they were getting onto their. Marn was coming up on her senior year, and she was thinking about trying to apply for school. So we took a 4-day road trip one weekend and drove to Cali, checked out Stanford and everything. And then the next day we did some stuff and had some time and decided to go to the baseball game. So we went to the Coliseum and I mean, seriously, the stadium is so bad it was cool. Like, it's just that bad. Like, it's so weird. Anyway, and I've heard that, they're in a worse situation now playing in a AAA stadium. So lucky for them. And then what was the other one? Best food? Ooh. Best food, regardless of sport. It's either going to be the Vegas Knights and their hockey stadium. The food there was awesome. Or, what was the other one? Dang it, I'm trying to think of what the other one was. So I just had it in my head, too. All right, well, the Vegas Golden Knights food was awesome. They had some, like a lot of different options, and anytime, like, I can get some sushi or something like that at a stadium, I'm down, things like that. So,
Josh, do you eat sushi at all?
have you ever tried it?
Yes, I do not like the cold mouthfeel.
Well, you don't have to get ones that are cold.
I can and will.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I don't love it.
Okay.
I was wondering if you were poo-pooing Aaron's sushi thought because of eating sushi at a stadium or sushi in general. And I figured now,
I mean,
Josh
it
likes sushi.
seems
Great.
like
There's no way.
sushi at a stadium may not be the best way to get sushi, but what do
It's
I
not
know?
as good as sushi at 7-Eleven. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm
Gas
saying.
station sushi is where it's at, for sure.
Dude, it's like me. I eat gas station pizza way too often, and it is depressing.
All that Maverick pizza, huh?
Oh man, seriously, it's pathetic.
That's hilarious.
I would say, like, my worst stadium, I haven't been to nearly as many as Aaron, but I would say Boulder.
That's-
The Buffalo Stadium sucks. Like, they don't even have a proper food area. You have to go, it's like set up
In the
people
field
set up
house.
tables in the field house.
Yeah.
It sucks. And
Yeah.
it's just packed
Yeah.
during halftime. Like, how they haven't moved past that, I do not know.
It is one of those stadiums that you see on TV and everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, look how cool it is." And then you get in the stadium and it is trash.
Yeah.
That stadium is absolute trash. But they paint that big Colorado in the one end zone and they have the building on the other end zone and everybody's like, "Oh, it looks so cool," you know. And then you get into it in person and you're like, "This place blows."
Yeah. There's not even like a concourse around it. I mean,
No.
like, it's like it had
That's
to
how I
have
felt
been somebody's project from the architecture program 100 years ago.
That's how I felt about the LA Coliseum.
Oh, the Coliseum's terrible too.
It was bad.
Absolutely.
Never been in it.
It was rough.
Yeah, the LA Coliseum is horrible.
Wait, is that USC?
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah. I was thinking you meant the
The
Rose
other
Bowl.
LA Coliseum.
UCLA Rose Bowl. Yeah, no, it was
But I've heard the Rose Bowl isn't that great either.
no. I've heard it's garbage. I mean, I still want to see a game there just to say I have, but
I'm still so mad I didn't go to
Yeah, the
Ohio
Coliseum was
State
not
game.
great. And you're like a million miles away from the field.
Yes.
Because they have the track, and then
Yes.
you are so freaking
Yeah.
far away from the field. It sucks.
yeah, every seat is
Get
terrible.
it
in that
together,
stadium,
USC. Jeez.
right? Sheesh.
Or don't.
I can't believe they
prefer
raced
they
NASCAR in that thing, but I guess I can because you're so far away from the stadium. They
do
race
race
NASCAR in there, dude. Yeah, they've done it the last 2 years. They set up NASCAR and race it inside the Coliseum. I'm like, I don't even know how. You want to talk about making a left turn? You're literally doing spinouts. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's wild to me,
The Donut 500.
right?
I think I'm going to
The
be
other stadium,
sick.
that's what it
Only
was. It was
175 more to go.
I'm only on lap 10, guys. I'm going to hurl.
New
Give me a
Olympic
break.
event. I think we found a new Olympic event, guys.
the other one I was thinking of, Andrew, was Petco Park, where the Padres play in San Diego. That's a supreme ballpark with some great food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to see a game.
Petco's awesome. Like, it's a really cool stadium. The stadium's nice. It's very unique. And then just, right across the street is the San Diego Bay or whatever, whatever they call it. That, it's just right there. It's so cool. But, yep, those were mine. All right. So, do we got to go, or do you guys have a minute you want to chat about spring ball coming up here?
Mamma mia, do we have to?
6 days.
Wow.
We have a new... And they're starting a month early this year, so...
I don't even know what to care about. That's going to sound weird. but,
Honestly,
like,
I'm excited about the new DC.
Me
See
too.
what we can do,
yeah.
and let's see what good old Jeep can do with the O line.
Remember, it's pronounced Geep. He's East Indian.
Yeah, I forgot we've been through this.
I will be coaching the offensive line.
So how many D linemen did Nebraska get out of the portal? Was it 3?
Let's see here. One D lineman.
Going strong.
They got
Well, that's
Jasir
out of the-
Whittington.
Out of the portal. But
And then, they got a defensive
Berryman.
end. They got a defensive end from UCLA, Anthony Jones. They got the freshman kid from Pittsburgh, Jasir Whittington, as a D tackle.
What about Berryman?
Berryman is an incoming high school freshman.
Right.
Okay.
So he didn't come out of the portal. He came through high school recruiting.
Right.
Yeah.
But Berryman is like...
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying they're looking
he
at
may
playing him as like a one technique, which will be nice because he won't have to do a whole lot of thinking. So he can just use his big size to body people up and do some things. Excited to see the switch back to the 4-2 I mean, it sounds like they're going to go more 4-2-5, so they're going to be playing kind of, if they could find some guy to be like either a Devin Witherspoon or Nick Eamon-Wari type, that would be phenomenal. But we'll see if any of their guys can do that.
Who?
Because you can do a whole lot of stuff with a guy like that.
I don't know who either of those guys are.
Break it down, Aaron.
They're both playing the secondary for the Seahawks. They use them a lot, not only in coverage, but they bring.
They're only Pro Bowlers, Josh.
Eamon-Wari was the
10
second
years.
came in
That
second
would
for the
be-
defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, if only they can get a couple of guys to play like them. That
Well,
would be incredible.
it's not that you want that. It's that you're looking for the body type. A kid who's 6 foot to 6'2" and can handle being in the box as well as having enough speed to play in the secondary. That's what you're looking for ultimately. Obviously, those guys don't grow on trees, or every NFL team would have one. So I get it. I'm just saying, even if you could get somebody who could handle somewhat the responsibilities, that'd be awesome, because it gives you a lot more flexibility. So it'll be interesting to see what Arch does with the guys that he has. I'm actually, I don't know. I feel like we can still win 8 this year, and if we do, then we've made progress. And then we get the big 2027 class that everybody's like riding with, and everybody's excited about. And then you've got what is it? We have 43 sophomores this coming year, so they'll be seniors 2 years from now, depending on if most of them stay. So, I just can't wait to hear him say Tree Babalade a few times on TV.
Dude, that's the best. That is the
Or
best name ever.
Paul Mobenga, we're good.
I was thinking about your statement about, if these guys grew on trees. What if everything that we said, they don't grow on trees, what if those things started growing on trees? That would be crazy. I mean,
I would be talking about $100 bills growing on trees until I couldn't breathe anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
Or what if they just grow on Tree? If Tree is like, hey, he's a good teammate. I really like him. That dude's growing.
Another one? All right, buddy. He's like petting his head.
Josh
Oh my goodness.
He grew on a tree. Dang it, who's been wishing for these hundreds? Do I get any? So stupid.
Well, it'll be cool. Plus, we have a real spring game at the end, March 28th. So,
Well, they got
I'm excited.
I mean, Colandria is Colandria, right? That's how you pronounce it.
Yes, Calandria.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, that kid, I watched a few UNLV games last year.
Yeah, I
He's
watched
a
a couple.
baller. That kid's a baller, man. He can play. So
Once
it'll be
again,
interesting.
I'm gonna gauge progress as how they play against the teams that they're not favored to beat.
Right.
Just like half the schedule.
Well, I know it is. That could change, but
It'll be interesting.
yeah.
I hear a train a-coming,
Yes, you do.
Whose train is that?
coming down the track. I don't know how that song goes. Johnny Cash. Honestly, I am in full just no expectation mode. In kind of a depressing way. I don't know, even aspects of the portal turned out to be kind of depressing in some ways. And so I'm
Erin
just
missed
like,
you.
there she is.
Annalise just showed up. She's saying,
Hey there.
So anyway, I don't know. I don't freaking know what to think about any of it. I'll prove it, I guess, is kind of where I'm at. I don't want to be a jerk about it, and I'll always love Nebraska, but I'm just kind of like, dude, what is the freaking holdup? What is happening that we cannot get over the hump?
I get your frustration.
But I still love Rule. I still believe in Rule. I'm hopeful, but I'm not sticking my neck out there.
Think we'll win our first, NCAA tournament basketball game this year?
I want to say that I did not curse the team yesterday. I watched most of that game against Northwestern. I started to think it was me when we went down by 9, but I stuck with it. I really persevered this time and feel like I made some good progress. And
That's good. The big game will be Tuesday. Are you going to watch Tuesday against Iowa?
I'll definitely curse them then.
is that on ESPN or something, or what?
I'm sure it will be on something. Let's look at it here.
Yep,
I
it'll be on
wouldn't
something.
I wouldn't even be able to watch it then.
It's on BTN,
Not even.
7 o'clock your time. So BTN
Is
at
Iowa-
7.
Why?
It's at Iowa.
Is Iowa pretty good?
Iowa's solid enough that they think it's a game because they're 18-7, and they think it's a game that Nebraska could lose. But Iowa did just lose to Maryland at Maryland and got trounced by Purdue yesterday, so they're coming off 2 straight losses.
Predictor is basically even.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Nebraska is getting any love from anybody because they've never done anything in basketball, so that people don't know I don't think anybody's algorithms know what to do with the Huskers this year. It's like, wait a minute, where'd this team come from? So,
has Iowa ever done anything in basketball?
I mean, they've been more competitive than the Huskers have, for sure, But anyway, I mean, I would love to see the Huskers, win out from here, but all the games except for 2 are, the 2 games against Iowa and the 2 games in Southern California are all against teams that are around that same record of like 18-7. They're all in that neighborhood. And the other 2 games are Maryland and somebody else who's trash, Penn State. And so they've got to get those 2 for sure. And then most people seem to think if they get those 2 and then one of the Iowa games and one of the California games, they'll be in a pretty good position for like a 2 seed. That's what everybody's thinking. So if they go 4-2 to finish the year, they would end up 27.
Isn't it like always a 2 seed though that gets upset?
Yeah, 27-5. No, it's typically like a 3 or 4 seed.
It's the every year it's what is it, the 4
12-5? 12-5 seeds?
Yeah, 12-5 or 11-6 for sure.
Dude, if you're ranked a 2 seed and you lose still, they would never hear the end of it.
No, and the highest they've been seeded in the tournament was a 3 seed, and they lost that opening game to Yale. Or no, Princeton. Or no, it wasn't Princeton, it was Xavier. They lost to Xavier that year. They did lose to Princeton another time when they had a higher seed, like a 5 or 7 or something like that. But they lost to Princeton. But anyway, all right, gentlemen. Well,
cool.
It only took 3 times, Andrew, and then you got to stay with us the rest of the time.
How do we skip ahead to that part where you stay?
I'll log in 3 hours early.
Perfect.
Yep.
Get them out of the way.
Well, Josh and I were talking when you disappeared one time how the last 2 times we hadn't really had any issues. You'd been on and we were good.
I went upstairs and asked Ellie if they were gaming because I was wondering if they were signing over bandwidth, and they weren't. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
We were just making out. Great. Worse. Way worse.
All right.
Cool.
Tell everybody I said hello, and I will get this posted tonight, gentlemen.
Are you doing your outro?
Oh, yeah. My bad. Woohoo! All right. God, Lee, I suck. It is terrible. We need a new producer for this show.
We need a producer at all.
So before we wrap up, we want to give a huge thank you again to Sarah Bryant Law PLLC for sponsoring today's episode. If you're in Central Kentucky and you need legal help, whether it's criminal law, family law, custody, adoption, probate, or civil litigation, you want someone who truly cares about your case and about you as a person, that's exactly what Sarah Bryant does. She works hard, she listens, she fights for her clients. If you ever find yourself needing an attorney you can trust, make sure you contact Sarah Bryant Law PLLC.
What's the phone number or website?
The phone number, I totally know that. 859 583
She's been snooping.
7912. There you go.
Can we discuss a privacy lawsuit?
By the way, if you guys want to know, she sent me her list of villains. Scar from The Lion King. Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada, even though I've never seen that.
Never watched it.
You'd think it would be the devil.
Harry and Marv from Home Alone.
Yes.
Nice.
Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. And all of the birds in Hitchcock's The Birds.
Okay, that's a good out of the box. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good out of the box.
Solid list,
You
right
know
there.
who we
Not
missed?
thinkers at
It was
all.
pretty
Who's
obvious,
that?
too, was Thanos.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those are good ones. Good job, Sarah. Good job. I see what she's trying to do. She's trying to horn her way into the
Yeah,
Brothers
this is a
Trippin
3-man show.
podcast. That's not going to happen, Sarah. Sorry. But
Aaron, you're out. Sarah,
Sarah,
you're in.
contribution.
You guys are awesome. All right, gentlemen.
Okie dokie.
See you next time.
It's been real. Bye, guys.
Hang in for